everyone, it's Chloe here from the Chloe Breeze Academy, and today I've got an awesome session for you guys. It's something that I haven't really touched base on before, but we're going to be working our stances and footwork, and we're going to do transitions, so little sequences, really combining the different stances to jazz up your footwork. So I'm not going to say much more right now, we're going to hop right into it. So find a space and let's get started. So firstly today we're going to start with a forward stance. Our forward stance we want nice and grounded. We want to come forward one foot in front of the other, but we want to be on our train lines, okay, our train tracks. So we're aiming for about hip width, shoulder width distance between our front foot and our back foot. If we come in line like this, we're very off balance. So if someone pushes us in a fight or knocks us, we haven't got much stability at all in this position. If we come wider with our feet on that train track, as you can see here, you'll notice we're in a much more stable position, and if something knocks us, our legs can ground us, okay? And we're very stable here without much movement. Lesson 1 for this stance, to be in nice train track positions. Number 2 is the positioning of our feet. What we want is that front foot pointing forwards, and the back one is going to be at about a 45-degree angle. As you can see, I'm in my forward stance. I'm on a nice train track. I've got my back foot at 45, my front foot forward. Another tip for the forward stance is that front knee. So we don't want it too far forward like so, okay, with our knee over the front toes. We want to bring that knee up so it's a nice right angle, just in line with them front toes, and we're here nice and grounded. Back foot at 45, and that is a great stable position to be in for your forward stance. Many different styles transition throughout the stances in different ways. My style always taught us to come in and out. You pretty much want both feet on the floor at all times for extra stability again. We're going to keep nice and low. We don't want to bob up like this. We're then going to bend through the front knee, transition, slide up to slide out. Slide in to slide out. Now when you're transitioning through the stances fast, it doesn't need to be that precise. So from here, if I'm coming forward for one punch, I would come in. Okay, so it's a faster motion. Your foot comes in and straight back out again. The second stance we're going to cover is back stance, or some styles may call it fighting stance. Let's go over some key facts for your fighting stance or back stance. The positioning of your feet on this one is slightly different. So we're going to place our back foot at 90 degrees this time, and the front foot is forward in front, but it's in line with the back heel. Okay, so it's in line with the heel of the back foot, and we're here. Just show you that from the side. Good. You can come deeper with that stance, you can come more shallow, entirely up to you, but your front foot should be in line with the back heel. So your two heels are aligned. A very important factor to remember with this stance is all your weight wants to be on this back foot. Okay, hence why we used to call it back stance. Alright, this one is just pretty much just placed there. And that's it. If someone was to sweep my front leg, I'm not going down. If someone's to kick it, I've got all my weight in this back leg, so I'm not going anywhere. I can just literally move that leg out and then attack. Now let's talk transitions. So we're here. I'm in my back stance, my heels are aligned, I've got all the weight on that back leg, and I'm ready to come forward. All I do is transition that front foot here to the side, and at the same time the back foot comes through. So I'm here and down, nice and grounded again. Remember what we said, we don't want to raise up, so we don't want to come up to come down. We want to keep nice and low. So we're here and we're going to transition forward. The third and final stance we're going to cover today is our horse stance. A very, very popular stance among many different styles of martial arts, which pretty much looks like we're riding a horse, right? I guess that's where it gets its name from. So we're going to come quite wide with our legs and then bend through the knees. Positioning of our feet, many styles do this one differently. Some styles have your feet out, some have them in. It's entirely up to you, okay? I was always told to have them just short of 45 degrees, just to protect the knees a little bit, and then come down as low as you can. So aiming to get a nice right angle and then your thighs parallel with the floor. So this here would be my ideal stance when I was growing up within Tang Soo Do, okay? And that's our horse stance. Both heels aligned, pretty square, neutral position. Now let's talk transitions. So if we're going from horse stance to horse stance, which is quite rare unless we're doing line work in class, we would come to a center point. So if I start my horse stance here, like so, I'm going to come through here, okay, knees bent, and then out again. You want to keep that nice head height the whole way through. So again, if I'm here, like so, I'm going to come forward, nice low, and then step out. Now let's put all three stances and a small little transition sequence for you all to practice. If you haven't guessed already, stance work is a great leg strengthener and a natural leg strengthener as well. It's great for all martial artists. We used to have to stand in our horse stance for our gradings. Okay, and for my black belt I had to stay like this with a weight to the floor for 15 minutes. So it's very good strengthening for your legs, and also for all styles, whether you want to do musical forms, extreme, creative. I think it's so important to have a real good foundation, which is your traditional elements. Let's get back to that sequence. We're going to go from our forward stance to our back stance to horse stance. Put your guard up, and we're going to go down into our forward stance first. So just slide through, good. From there, we're going to come up into our back stance. So the transition should be the front foot out to the side, come through, okay? Then from there, it's pretty simple going into the horse stance. We're already on our way. We're just going to transition the weight evenly and then push into that horse stance like so. Again, forward stance, back stance, horse stance. So for the end of today's video, we're just going to practice a little transitioning sequence for you to all take away and practice. We're going to start right leg in front in our fighting stance or back stance, okay? We're then going to transition into our horse stance, then switch the hips, snap the hips into our forward stance. So we're going to step the front foot across to make way for our train track and snap the hips through. From here, we're going to go into our back stance on the opposite side. So we're going to come up, bring the front foot up into our back stance. Again, we're coming into our horse stance. Good. And then snap the front foot across into the forward stance. And there you have it. That's an introduction to the three main stances: forward stance, back stance, and horse stance. Hope you enjoyed that, guys. Keep practicing your stances. They're so important to any style of martial arts. Get the groundwork first, then we can work on the extreme stuff after. Take care, guys, and I'll catch you soon. Goodbye.